All right, welcome to another episode of the Crossing Conversation. Don't worry about the wall. My name is Devon, and I'm here with
Brian.
I love the pause. So, Brian has absolutely no idea what this is.
I'm very confused because he texted me and he was just like, I have a surprise for you. And then he's like, he talks to his brother Keegan. He's like, Keegan, hand me that whiteboard off the wall. And I'm like, okay. Anyway.
So, this is going to be very interesting, and I think we're going to have different thoughts on this, but we're going to meet in the middle, and we're going to decide this together. All right?
Okay.
All right. So, do you want to do it right off the bat, or do you want to wait?
I don't know. I'm not one for like a whole surprise. Well, yes, I am. I'm actually very good at holding secrets, which is a bad thing.
It's not a secret.
I don't know.
All right. Anyways, give me a.
He's flipping the board around. Okay. Oh, he almost took the tree out. There we go. Okay.
So we're making a tier list of TV shows that we've watched.
So for those of you who can't really see that on the video, but in the audio, these are clearly some of my favorite TV shows we have here. But I'll go ahead and list them off for you guys. We have Modern Family, The Office, Superstore, what's that one down there? Parks and Recreation, Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Bluey.
I threw Bluey in there.
And Arrested Development.
I don't think you've seen that one.
Okay.
Have you seen that last one?
I have seen an episode and a half.
Okay, that's close enough. That means you've watched it.
I have never seen Bluey though. I don't know what Bluey is.
Don't worry. That's why we got 3 different tiers. We have S tier,
Okay.
A tier,
Okay.
B tier,
Okay.
and C tier.
All right. Bet.
Could have probably done this better, but this is very on the spot. I came up with this at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. We also didn't need the whiteboard. We could have just had it on your phone, bud.
That's okay.
It's okay.
We got to be different. How many other people do it with a whiteboard that's overly
You mean
sized?
they just pull a whiteboard straight off the wall and write Expo Micro on it?
Now, do you expect anything different from me?
Honestly, no. No.
That's it.
No.
All right.
You always
So-
take everything so extreme for no reason. Am I right, Keegan? Yeah, he's shaking his head. Yeah.
we're gonna start. We're not gonna start up here. We're gonna start in the middle.
Start in the middle.
We're gonna start in the middle.
Just pick a show and I'll tell you where. You want me to play some,
So
or you're gonna play some?
we're gonna pick it, and then we're gonna talk about it and decide where it goes on this side.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna very, very hardly try to. Here, you write it on the board.
Oh, we're bringing in Keegan in the pajama pants.
Oh man!
I feel like at least every episode
Somebody
we're
looks
gonna
through the
have
window.
a Pastor Craig stare in the window.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So I gotta look over here because I can't remember what order I put it in. So we're gonna start with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
ooh. Okay.
So you can only put one show's in S tier.
I don't remember the actor. I think his name is Andre.
Yeah,
But he
Andre
played-
Bo.
Yeah, he played Captain Holt. Yeah, he passed away. R.I.P. R.I.P. man. He was a great actor. Great
Beautiful.
actor. Great. Huh? I believe so. Yeah.
This show was nominated
I mean,
for like
I'm sure
everything.
that show was definitely nominated for an Emmy.
Even
at least,
best movie.
if not one. But you said we're starting with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
We're gonna start with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Where are we gonna put it?
All right. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
One show in S, 2 shows in
It's not
A
C
tier.
tier. It's definitely not C tier.
Personally, I wouldn't even put it B tier.
This is hard, guys.
That's the whole point of this. I wanted something that would
hard.
challenge and keep it
So-
going.
For those of you that never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I hope is not many of you, it's a comedy cop show surrounded around these detectives that work at the 99th precinct in Brooklyn. And the Adams, nope, yeah, no, what's his last name?
Andy Samberg.
That guy, Andy Sandberg. I was gonna say Stanley for some reason. That was the name popping up in my head.
Andy Stanley.
Andy Stanley. No, he's pretty much. I would say he's the main character.
He's
the show.
he's the main character, and
He's
everyone else
yeah.
is like very close, like side characters.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just gonna put it A tier.
Okay,
We'll put it
Brooklyn
A tier.
Nine-Nine A tier. Keegan,
I'm gonna put it A tier.
leave room for at least one more.
You both are left-handed. I did not know that. Oh. No way. Oh, my bad, bro.
All right, go ahead. Cross out Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Once it places, it doesn't move.
Okay.
So we.
But they be
jeez.
moving them in those tier list videos.
Yeah, we're not a tier list video. We're a tier list episode on a podcast.
Okay.
Different.
All right. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is A
Oh,
tier.
yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Keegan, pick which one we're doing. Superstore.
Ooh.
Now you're rewatching this right now, or just
Well, actually, I
finished?
finished it. I just finished it like a week and a half ago. Yeah.
I told him.
Got it. Thank you, sir. You're amazing.
I need to get a floor camera just for you.
Floor cam.
Yeah, it's like those dog cams where the dog just like lays in bed and eats the.
Or so we just need a pylon cam in here. Just get a little GoPro. Or we should get a room cam. Just have like a camera in the corner.
That'd be dope. Then we can run around.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
We're gonna start a GoFundMe.
Superstore, not C tier.
Okay.
You know what the
so-
crazy thing is? I don't think any of these are C tier.
I mean, off the bat, I'll probably have to put the
Whoa,
last.
whoa, 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 whoa! Hold it. You can't say that. You gotta wait till we get to it.
Okay.
All right. I think you'd like it.
All right. Well,
Whoa.
I'm gonna place Superstore. If I were to place it, I would place it in.
I would say very, very, very high B tier, right on the edge of A tier.
I wouldn't even say that.
You were gonna say what?
Absolutely not. I would probably. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because it's not better than Brooklyn Nine-Nine. and
It's not better than Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's not better than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and you know what I would say? I would say it might be. I don't want to say that. That might hurt some people's feelings.
That's the thing.
All right, I know where I'm putting it.
All right. All
I'll
right.
put it B tier.
Good.
But anything else we put after it stays after it. Like it's top B tier
Yeah.
out of these.
No, it's like top of the top B tier.
Yeah. You just put it at the top. There you go.
I don't even know if they can see B tier. Honestly,
Oh well.
I might have to prop this thing up on a chair.
And you good.
You can't even see my head.
So far we have Brooklyn Nine-Nine in A tier, and we have Superstore in B tier.
All
What's
right.
the next show?
All right, Brian. Now you choose the next one. Which one are we gonna review next?
All right, let's do Arrested Development. Only because I'll judge it based off of the one episode I've seen.
All right. So,
Hold on. So let me get this straight. Arrested Development has Ashton Kutcher in it?
No.
Oh, then I've never seen this show.
You're talking about Two
The
and a Half
Ranch.
Men.
No, The Ranch.
Oh.
It's a show on Netflix about these two farmers, I think.
Oh,
About
I know
the
which one you're
son and
talking
dad
about.
who are farmers and.
No, so Arrested Development had.
Oh, it had
I want to. No, it's not Jason Sudeikis. It's not Jason Sudeikis. It's I can't think of his name. I gotta look it up real quick.
I don't remember. It's on Netflix though. I know that.
It's on Netflix, and then it went off of Netflix, and then it got renewed for like a final season.
It's not an NBC show, is it?
Jason Bateman. No, it's not. I think it was. It's a 20th Century Fox.
Oh, it's a Fox.
Yeah, it was on from 2003 to 2006. And then Netflix picked it up and had another couple of seasons after that. It was a Fox show. And it had Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, Michael Cera, David Cross. Like, there's
one show you're missing off this list.
What show is that?
Community. There's one whole show you're missing off this list.
You add that on, and I'm telling you where that's going.
You gotta wait. You have to be careful with that one.
I don't know. He's right at the bottom.
He is writing at the bottom, and he's currently laying on the floor. Dang, I wish we could take a picture of him. Let's take a picture of him sitting on the floor.
You just pop it up in the middle.
Got this.
So, I really think that this is gonna.
Video.
I think Arrested Development is B tier.
Why? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to trust your judgment on this one.
I've watched like a season and a half of it, and it was good and interesting. It's kind of like Modern Family before Modern Family.
Okay.
So it's before that formula was perfected on how every episode goes. Because the whole series starts from the dad getting arrested for like money laundering on a party boat, and it was just wild.
Okay.
But
so
this show, like, it was good. I think it's B tier though.
So is it above Superstore or is it below?
No, it's below Superstore. Okay. Superstore is like top.
Top B could be bottom A.
Top B.
I think it could be bottom A too. In these lists of shows.
Well, the next show we put in A tier, I think, could be interchangeable with Superstore. All right, so I'm not gonna do Community right off the bat because.
Do you want to pick the next one?
I'm biased.
You pick the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna do Bluey. I've never watched this show in my life. I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
I've never watched the show. I have never seen the show in my life. Have you seen the show, Keegan?
Now, from what I hear, Bluey, the show, is kind of wild.
Okay, I've never seen Bluey ever.
About Australian dogs. They're all Australian.
Australian?
Australian dogs. Like, they have the accents and everything.
Okay.
Keegan, put it.
To be honest with you, just put it in C tier.
Yeah, put it C tier. We don't care about Bluey. Because I had to have something to put in C tier, okay? And I was just looking at a website, and that popped up.
To put in C tier.
I looked at sitcoms like literally 10 minutes before we started.
You literally picked like the top like 5 shows of all time in comedy.
That's the thing.
And put it on this list.
Hey, you gotta have a weirdo.
Okay. I'll pick the next one.
Hey man, Kitchen Nightmares is pretty dope.
Kitchen
Nightmares is pretty good though.
Yeah, but it's not it's a comedy if you.
It's not a sitcom though.
Laugh.
All right, Keegan. Mark Bluey off.
All right, I'll pick the next one. You're the writer. They can't even hear you.
Yeah, they can't hear you. They could probably hear him through my.
All right, he's thinking. He's talking.
What do you think about global warming?
It bad.
Okay.
So what was your choice?
He chose The Office. Y'all about to hate me. I ain't even gonna hold you. As much as I love The Office, it's like it's S tier. And y'all sleep on the 8th and 9th season.
On the last two?
The last 2 seasons.
The one without Michael Scott.
Yes. I think those honestly are better than season 1, 2, and 5. Like,
What about 3 and 4?
I would put 3 and 4 are top 2 seasons. It probably goes 4, then 3, then 8 and 9 for me. Cause 8 and 9, it's like they're able to use more of the characters who are actually funny.
Yeah, they got everybody more involved than just focusing
And then
on.
Andy as freaking manager was just like gold, like genius. Like, why would you not do that? Because like if they would have did Dwight, I don't think it would have.
No.
In that time, I don't think it would have. Like having that little feud between those two towards that time.
And I think if The Office came out nowadays, it wouldn't be as big as it is.
No, it would have got canceled.
I think it got like perfect. It was
would have got canceled.
perfectly placed where it was.
It would have got canceled.
Yeah.
There's so many like. I'm sorry for everybody who doesn't watch shows like this. But I would just say like
on the edge.
The Office is S tier.
Yeah. It's
S tier.
It's S tier. Put it on there.
The reason here's why it's S tier. It's rewatchable.
Oh yeah.
I can watch this show over and over and over and over again.
And it has those little moments in there where you forget it happened, but it's just enough to laugh at.
One of my favorite scenes is when so Dwight he becomes interim manager, acting manager. And the reason why he became acting manager is because Michael Scott decided to start his own paper company, I think it was. And also the company had just became what was it? The company had just been
Saber.
sold, to Saber, and there was a new CEO. And after that, they had to have a manager for the time being. They had asked Jim, but Jim said no. So they ended up calling Dwight, and Dwight takes the job, obviously, because that's like his dream goal was to be manager of Dunder Mifflin, a paper company. So Dwight, in the next episode, he has a gun sitting on his desk, and apparently it's not supposed to be loaded, but I guess his friend buys him a gun holster, and they send it to him at the office, and he's like, "Oh, I needed a something to hold my gun in, and I couldn't just put a banana in it." So he's walking around the office with the gun, and he takes it out, and because they were all complaining about him having a gun in the office, and he ends up accidentally shooting it by spinning it on his finger, I think. And he was like, "If it was loaded, would I be able to do this?" And then it fires, and hits the ground. But also, poor Andy was sitting there, and Andy, I guess it was so loud and he was so close to Andy that it blew his eardrum. And I think the funniest thing about that whole scene is when Andy gets up, he starts limping, and Daryl's like, "Why are you limping?" He's like, wasn't it your ear that's the problem?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And then it's so funny. But one of the scenes that I always love is from that part is when the wife's not manager anymore and he has to get rid of everything in his office. So he had a piranha in a fish tank, and he dumps the fish tank in the toilet. Poor Kevin goes to use the bathroom, and this poor man is about to sit down and realizes that there's a piranha, and he freaks out. I can't repeat what he says, but it's so funny. It's so freaking funny, man. But I would say The Office has, out of all of these, has the most rewatchable show.
Office
Sure.
S tier. Did you already cross it off? All right.
No, he didn't. He's currently crossing it off now.
Hey, look, there he is.
Oh, we're gonna pick Modern Family.
I think this is B tier, only because it's the first like 2 seasons, 3 seasons were really good.
Okay. Here's what I'm putting at B2. The 2 people in that show that make that show are Phil and the 2 children, Lily and what's the baby boy's name?
The redhead.
Huh?
The redhead.
No. He's Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I forget his name.
Not Gabriel. What is it?
It's not Luke.
Is it? Doesn't it start with an M, like Miguel or Manny?
Huh?
Manny.
No,
His
not
name's
Manny.
Manny.
His brother, his little brother. He was born like the 8th season or something like that. Like
I thought you were
7th or
talking
8th
about
season.
Manny the way you said.
Nah. No, the little boy. He's in like the last like 3-4 seasons of the show. He's so fun. Like just the little one-liners they give him and the little cutaways are so hilarious. Like the little sidebars scenes, so funny. Like Lily's little humor, but it's a B tier show. Yeah, out of
At
these shows,
least for our list, it's a B tier because we're restricted.
in the middle of those 2.
It's in the middle,
It's a middle. Yeah.
and then we'll show the final list at the end.
Deacon, I really thought you were writing with your left hand. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was so confident. It was just the angle, I think it was, because he was writing like this.
So what the heck we got left? Parks and Rec,
Alright, so we got
Big
Parks.
Bang Theory, and Community.
All right. What you picking, Devon? Where you placing it?
I know what I'm putting in A tier. And I know what I'm putting very, 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 very high on terms of Superstore. And then I know where the other one's going.
Okay.
And you're not going to like it.
Where are you putting? What are you putting?
So I'm just going to quick fire these. I think Parks and Rec.
Okay. Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Okay.
I think that show is on par, if not better.
Okay.
So with that being said, Community is A tier. In my opinion.
Community's what?
A tier. And Parks and Rec is literally like
You also have Big Bang
half
Theory.
a foot behind it.
Let me tell you how it should be.
I don't care how it should be. That's the way I'm putting it.
Community would have been an A tier show
If it wasn't for what?
if Troy did, if Donald Glover didn't leave. If Donald Glover didn't leave, that show would be an A or an S tier show. But because it's not that. Thank God. I hope they didn't do that.
I think the last season is definitely the worst season.
I don't know. That season's pretty funny.
The last season's like, because that was the season that they got like brand new renewed for.
They got what?
That was the last season. Like they got renewed just for that one season, and then I'm still waiting on the movie.
The whole reason of the show was 6 seasons in a movie.
I'm still waiting on the movie.
I mean, who knows? But I would say it's a B tier show and it's under Superstore. I think Superstore, if we're talking about, see, like, I like to play shows as like cast wise, how funny it was. It was a funny show. It's Troy and Abed in the morning clips all the time. They're
beautiful.
like comedy every time. Who are you talking to? You don't see the camera right there? There's no camera at all.
You guys are crazy.
But I would say Community is a B tier show because it's not funny. He's coming. I would say Community is it's a B tier show. It's not funnier than Superstore. Well, it's not rewatchable. It's not more rewatchable than Superstore is. And I would put Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is an S tier show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, we only got one.
Huh?
We only got one S tier show.
No.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec is an S tier show. It's right. It's right after The Office.
So if we put Parks and Rec up here, we're putting Community in A tier.
No, why? What's your argument for that? You literally just said the sixth season was the worst season ever.
It was the worst season out of the 6 of them, but I didn't say it was bad.
The character Troy was only in there for 4 seasons.
I know. I liked all the seasons. I went through and rewatched it, and I liked the way that they didn't just focus on Jeff the whole time and that they fleshed out other people as it went on. Like the whole thing with Annie living with Abed after, and then them fighting over who gets to be the third roommate. I love that. And like the little play she did about what was it? About kids staying away from things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was awesome. There's another episode I won't talk about, but I think that episode was really, really, really good when Abed goes on a super trip.
Here's the only reason why I would consider it being an A tier show: the paintball episodes.
Paintball episodes were gold. Amazing.
And the pillow fort versus the blanket fort.
Oh, I loved
episode.
It. The fact that they made it like a war documentary.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
See what's good about Community is I love all the like implementation of all the other shows.
Yeah.
Like all the other shows and movies that were in there. Like I really love the Die Hard Christmas scene.
Oh my gosh.
Episode. But I don't know. If you want to play this in A tier, you can play this in A tier. Silence.
I forgot what other show is on the list.
And Big Bang Theory.
Oh. Big Bang Theory, I would say, is a B tier.
That's an A tier show, bro.
Ooh.
A tier. I told you. It's an A tier show. Anybody can argue that. It's a great show from 1 to 9. There's 9 seasons, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm currently rewatching that one too.
You're rewatching everything.
For those of you who don't know, I don't watch new shows ever.
No, Brian watches
I
one show,
rewatch
goes to another one.
The
goes to
Office,
another one.
Superstore, Parks and Rec, Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Community. I've watched The Office at least 15 times all the way through.
Pastor Jay, he
I don't know.
loves The Office.
I don't think he's the one who put us on to probably
like these types of shows.
These types of shows, but I don't think he's watched The Office as much as I have now.
Probably not.
Because he don't have, it's not on Netflix anymore. I don't know if he has
Oh
Peacock.
yeah, it's on Peacock.
I also have all 9 seasons on DVD. It was a birthday present. Thank you, Caleb. He'll be on a podcast next week, by the way.
All right, well, there's a tier list.
Oh, don't unplug the light, Devon.
That's not good. Now, quick word from our sponsor.
Okay. There's no sponsor. Nobody can even hear your little theme music you're doing right now.
This episode is brought to you by Expo Markers because it helped with everything.
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, man, now the camera's so far out, you can see me and this guy.
Oh, as long as I don't see your knees, Devin, you look like you've been working hard.
Yeah. 11 hours of work, baby.
Woo! Oh my gosh, 11 hours.
11 hours.
Okay, so you get up at what time?
I get up to go to work at 3:45 in the morning.
Walk us through your morning routine.
All right. 3:45, alarm gets up. Alarm goes off.
He said, "Gets up."
I snooze it about 4 times, and I wake up at 4:05.
Okay, so scientifically.
Scientifically, I'm up and awake.
No, but scientifically, you're not supposed to snooze your alarm
Well,
because we have something called REM cycles, and if your body's not properly put back into a REM cycle, it makes you more tired.
it's okay.
Science people fact check me on that, but scientifically, you're not supposed to use an alarm.
Good thing I don't care about science in the morning. Anyways, wake up 4:05 or get up out of bed at 4:05. Go walk into my living room where I have my coffee bar set up. Use my beautiful Keurig that I had to buy because our coffee maker broke, and it was a rush on a Saturday morning because I wanted coffee.
Can I just say, Keurigs are OP.
Keurigs are amazing.
If you don't know what OP means for our 30 and up community, they are I'm explaining OP. In my mind immediately went back to coffee. But OP means overpowered, and
It's amazing.
it's just
awesome.
it's so easy. You just take this little K cup, you put it in the machine, you put your water in the back of it, you put it down, you close the little thing on the cup, you press the button. Some of them are even fancier where you can choose what size cup. Some of them are even more fancy where you can choose between making hot coffee and iced coffee.
I have one of those.
I don't have that one. I have a little baby one that was on sale at Target.
Well, we went to Walmart and we looked at all the stuff and we saw one that was $80 that was normally $150, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. Iced coffee and we can make a latte. Oh, mwah.
Mwah.
So then we were walking, and then I found me a mini fridge that looks like the new Xbox.
Okay.
Bought that. Best $50 I've spent this year. Nope. Best $50 I've spent since December.
Okay.
And then went to the checkout, and the price was lying to me because I ended up paying $200 for a mini fridge and a coffee maker. But back to the morning routine. Once I put my Keurig in, then
What time is it now at this point?
oh, this is right before I hop in the shower, so this is like 4:07.
4:07.
All right.
Okay.
Keurig, go get my PlayStation cup, put it underneath, click the button. This thing is loud, like loud in the morning when it's just quiet. All the lights are off. You just see a little green dot. That's all you hear.
I mean, at least you don't have it like me. Like, mine is in my room. So, what I also love about the Keurig is you can also make tea. I like tea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but I've been making green tea lately because of clearly, if you can hear my voice, I am a little under the weather. My throat is killing me. No, I don't have COVID. But kids are making weird noises. But pretty much like when I make coffee, like my room just smells like coffee, like just coffee and like just
Man, I want to
That's
go
all
home
I
and
hate
make
about it.
coffee now.
Huh?
I want to go home and make coffee.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What do you do after you make coffee?
After I make coffee, literally while it's going, I walk, take a shower. All right. My shower lasts on different varying times depending on if I'm still just a little bit sleepy. I'll stand there under the hot water and just feel so good in the morning. And then I'll wash myself, ready for the day. Get out. If it's a short shower and I'm awake already, 4:15. Hot shower, 4:20. Get out, get dressed. You know how we do it. Socks, underwear, pants, then shirt.
Okay. What time you out of the door by?
No, I don't do socks first. And then I have some time, look at the clock. Oh, dang, it's 4:27. I can sit down for a minute. Sit down. Drink my coffee. By the time I'm finished, like 4:32, 4:34. And then put it in the sink, put a little water in it. Pour it out. Grab the keys, grab the wallet. Phone in my pocket. Give my wife a kiss. Goodbye. See you after work. And then I'm on my way to work, and I get to work at like 4:50.
4:50. Oof. So my morning routine is I wake up at 5, a whole hour later than you. I do not snooze my alarm. I do contemplate getting up. Like I'll lay there for like freaking maybe like 4 minutes before I actually get up.
Now, if I do that, I'm out again.
Nah, I'm like constantly fighting sleep, like trying to be like, do I really want to get up today in life? And then I get up around like 5:03, 5:04, and I just immediately grab my toiletries, my towel, and my clothes and head to the bathroom, take a shower. And mind you, take long showers. If you see my hair, you know why. It's like a 5-minute process with shampoo and conditioner. Like each, it's like a 10-minute process just to wash my hair alone. I don't wash it every day, which is the reason why. But I wash my face, brush my teeth. I'm out of the bathroom. Mind you, I go in the bathroom by like 5:05, maybe 5:15, because I sit there on the edge of my bed just contemplating life. After that, I'll go get in the shower, take a shower. I'm out of there by like 5:30, 5:45. Get dressed. After I get dressed, I'll read my Bible and pray till about 6:15, 6:30. After that, I'm just chilling, sitting on my phone for a little bit, and then I gather the rest of my things and put my shoes on, and I'm out the door. Sometimes I'll make coffee, sometimes I'll make green tea, sometimes I don't make anything at all. But I also grab coffee and I'll grab a Celsius, which is an energy drink as well.
Energy drinks don't work for me.
I'll drink the coffee on the way to work, and then I'll drink the Celsius, like, because I'm a teacher as well. So, like, if you know the teaching life, not for the weak right now. These kids are different this year. They're different. They're so different. It's weird. But no, I'll drink a Celsius and a coffee, like, just to wake my life up. And I just started waking up at 5. Like before I was waking up at 6. But one of my friends gave me this advice. He was like, yo, you should wake up at 5 so you can actually, give yourself a lot more time in the morning. The only downside about this is that I get tired at like 3 p.m. By 3 p.m., I'm ready to go home and sleep. And then I don't want anything to do. Keegan, they're calling you. I don't want anything to do with anybody. So that's pretty much my life in the morning there. And then the night is just literally whatever. It depends on the day for me.
Yeah. So if it's a Thursday night and I don't have to go into work the next day, I'll stay up until like 12, 1, 2, and then I'll go lay down once I get tired and everything. And then before we had Christmas break, which for me was the week of Christmas and the week after. Before we had Christmas break, even like Fridays, if I didn't have to work, I was waking up like 4 without an alarm, nothing like that. And when I would wake up at 4, I would like, okay, I gotta stay awake to keep in the cycle. Because then if I go back to lay down, then it's gonna kind of mess up my cycle. And so, I would get up at 4 on a Friday, and then I would just go like. Normally, I have it down pat to when my wife wakes up. Normally, she's out until like, if she doesn't have to go into work, like 8, 9, 10. The latest she slept is like 2. And she goes to bed before I do. So, like, what I do in that case is I'll get up at 4, I'll sit down at my computer if I have any video stuff to do on the side or something for like my own things. I'll get that done until like 5-ish, 5:30-ish, depending on how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just sit there and I'll just play games or whatever.
4 in the morning is wild on on a day off, really.
And it's also that on Saturdays. Sundays are the only day where I kind of sleep in a little bit more.
And then you still be late for church.
Yeah. Well, Sundays I rely on my wife to wake me up because she goes to work on Sundays. She gets up at like 7:15, so I rely on her to wake me up, and then
Bad thing to do, man. You better rely on that phone. I got nothing against no wives or nothing like that.
you don't want my phone alarm going off on a Sunday.
Huh?
You don't want my phone alarm going off on a Sunday.
Why?
Because it makes it you're going to feel like you're getting abducted by aliens.
What alarm do you have?
I got you. I'll play it for you real quick.
Oh, no. My alarm is this nice little peaceful one that Amazon Alexa gives me.
You know what? You play your alarm.
I can't. It's on my Amazon Alexa.
Oh, it's on your
at
Alexa.
Home. Because what I like about my Amazon Alexa is I have it triggered to where when the alarm goes off and I stop it, it turns the light on in my room and it starts playing worship music.
Oh, you got one of those smart alarms.
Yeah. So that's a nice thing. You wake up to just bright light and you're like, oh, yeah. That's me. It's worth it. Devon looks for his annoying alarm.
Oh, no, I got it. It's right here.
He got it.
I got to make sure
See if it plays in the microphone.
Oh, you can't hear that. You can't hear it.
Nope. So, fun fact about me, I can't hear high-pitched noises, and I'm hard of hearing. But guess what? I'm the music director at the church.
The whole sound is like really loud, like really high pitched. Like, so when I first started this job, I was still living with my parents, and I left my door open in the middle. I left my door open when I went to bed, and they left their bedroom door open too. So, like, this is like the first week of me starting here. I set that as my alarm because I thought it would wake me up.
Yeah.
So it's let's see. At that time, I started at 5:30. I would get up at 4:30. I always got up an hour early. I set the alarm for 4:30. So at 4:30, I have alien music blaring through the house, and my mom wakes up and she goes, "Oh my gosh, they're here! They're here!" And she's like, get up to my dad. We're being abducted. So they walk into my room and she wakes me up. She's like, "Your phone's doing something." I said, "Oh, that's my alarm to get up." She's like, "Why?
Why would you do that?" You know, it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves about, like, I mean, not necessarily in that situation, but like with parents is like when they ask you why you did something when clearly they know the reason why, or like they'll be like when there's things that my dad does. He'll be like, Where you going? I'm going to work. Why you going to work? Maybe to make money.
Why you going to the store? I don't know. I gotta eat.
I gotta eat.
I need to go put gas in my car. Why? What?
I guess we'll never understand until we become parents. I mean, you know, who knows when you'll become a parent?
I'm gonna be the fun parent.
You're gonna be the fun parent.
I'm gonna be the fun parent.
Your wife is gonna be the mean parent.
Let me set the stage.
All right, set the stage.
Pick the kid up from school or whatever on my way home from work.
Okay.
All right. Walk in the door. You hear stuff. Why is this over here? What the heck? That's when you look in the door a little bit. Don't make eye contact. And you just back up, close the door, look at the little kid. We're going to get ice cream. Let's go.
We're going to get ice cream. And the best part about your house, you have a little back door in your house. So you could just sneak out your master bedroom.
Literally go. Go, run around, get in the car, leave, come back. And then when I walk in the door, I'll have my ice cream. And then I'll have an ice cream for her. Doesn't bite my head off. Listen, I already got this all planned. Go to the store, bad mood. Stop by the store, chocolates, best friend.
Rachel, if you're watching, I do condone this behavior.
Chocolate are the best thing ever.
What?
Best thing ever. If something goes wrong or you do something wrong, chocolate fixes everything.
What if they don't like chocolate? You
better get a milk chocolate and just tell them it's something else. Nobody says no to little M&Ms or something. They'll eat them at some point.
I'm dead.
I've learned all this. They'll save it.
Wow.
They'll save it for later. I'm telling you, they'll save it for later.
No. Absolutely not. Well, I guess to segue into our next segment, I do have a question for you. It shouldn't be a hard question to answer, I don't think. But what does worship mean to you? Like, when you worship, what does that moment for you look like? And what are you like? I don't know. I wouldn't say like what gets you into worship, but like what's your
What's like a trigger?
Yeah. Or just what does it mean to you? Like what, like how?
So, first of all, I am a huge sucker for anything just piano and acoustic.
Okay.
I'm a huge sucker for that. I'll eat that crap up every day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, day after Sunday, every single day.
If you hear me say eat that crap up on Sunday, it's because of Devon.
Like, so good. Anyways, so it depends on the situation. Like, I'm gonna react to worship music and like I'm gonna react differently if I'm like in my car or in my house than I will if I'm on stage and I have a 15-pound bass hanging around my neck.
Okay.
But like, so when I'm on stage, like, I have a million things going through my head. And once like hitting the wrong notes, do I look right? Am I going to unplug something? Am I going to knock this over? Am I going to hit this? Am I going to hit somebody? Like, I got a million things going through my head. But once we get into the song and once we start going and you start feeling it, like, everything just goes away. And I think, like, that setting of worship is just, like, that peaceful, everything that's just been bothering you or messing with you or any little thing that's, like, pushed you a little bit over the edge or just got under your skin is just, like, pulled away, and you can just, it's like a nice, refreshing, just
Gives you a chance to, you know, um, just kind of refresh, recoup yourself. Um,
yeah, like, for me, I think worship music, at least for me, worship music is like the easiest way for me to connect with God. Like, if there's a go-to, if I'm like, if I need to, like, get in that feeling, getting like that, like, oh my gosh, I just, like, can't anymore. I don't go to a room by myself and just sit there. I'll put on worship music and I'll just feel better.
See, for me, it's like for worship, what it means to me is just letting God take over fully in that moment. And it may not just be like, like worship, like music wise. It might be like, you know, just letting God, letting go and letting God. I have this little saying that I like to tell people where I'll be like, let go, and then add the D at the end of go. Like, cause that's like the most simple. It's that simple.
But uppercase G.
It's that
Always uppercase G.
It's that simple to add D at the end of go. And what are you doing now? You're letting God take control of it, right? So, in moments of worship, when I'm not playing, I would say, I start off by simply sitting there and I'll start reading like a psalm in the Bible, just to start like kind of like seeing if that. I don't know if you've read the Book of Psalms fully. I'm reading it right now. And I love reading Psalms. Probably one of my favorite um books in the Bible. But with Psalms, there's so many different topics in there. Each chapter is something different. And I start off with, I think it's Psalm 100, which talks about being thankful to God. And then I forget the other psalm, but it talks about praising the Lord. And I'll start out by reading those two, and maybe a few other ones might come to mind, and then I'll find one that like goes with what I'm dealing with right now. And I use the psalms also as like prayers too, so I'll use them as prayers. But in that moment, I'm just sitting there trying to read, just basically just reading God's word, see if He's speaking to me through them. And then after that, I'll just sit there in silence and kind of just let um kind of just invite the Holy Spirit and God in that moment to kind of take over full control. And then after that is go time, really. You know, I'm not a sit still kind of worshiper, but I'm also not a like crazy jump up and down, dance in circles kind of guy.
If I'm in the car, I'm the drummer of the song.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm the drummer. I'll switch to playing bass and drums. I'll switch between the two.
Oh, if there's like a nasty little like for you, some of you might not get this, but like if there's a nasty little like guitar lick in the song, I'll imitate it, or like if there's like a little nasty keyboard line.
Like, I'll start there. I'll hit the steering wheel. I'll be the drummer. I'll keep time. I'll keep time for anybody. And then once it gets going, and like, if I know the song, I'll sit there. I'll look over at the person next to me, and I'll just slide down and then keep playing. Like, when I'm in the car, I get crazy. I don't start with like, I can't start with a slow song unless I'm really need it. Like, I'll start something like crazy. Like, I'll start with Waters Wild from Elevation. I'll start with something that gets you going.
See, me, I'm more of a like a I really love worship music. Probably a little like way more than I do praise music. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love praise music, but worship music, I don't know. There's just something about the simplicity, and I love ballads. I love them so much.
Oh yeah.
Ballads are like so good. If you don't know, like, ballads are like pretty much like love songs. Um, but lately, I haven't even really listened to. I don't really listen to secular music anymore. Pretty much gave that up in like August. Well, probably before that, like July maybe.
So if I listen to any secular music, there's one person I listen to. He makes secular music, but he's also like a really devoted Christian, and his songs have like a deeper meaning intertwined in the lyrics.
Okay.
That's where I like that. I'll listen to that, but like that's probably like the only. That's like the only secular person I've listened to since like.
You did also say you went to a Fall Out Boy's concert.
Well, that was in June.
Okay.
I listen to Fall Out Boy, but that's when other people are in the car. Like when my wife's in the car,
bro.
we rock out.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
That stuff.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't accommodate for nobody. I coach a basketball team. I'm an assistant coach on a basketball team. So when I have to take kids to the game or take them home, we ain't listening to no
rap,
secular hip hop. We're listening to Christian hip hop. We're listening to Christian rock, like whatever. Like I have any genre you have, I got music for it.
You got that K-pop?
No, absolutely not. I don't listen to K-pop and I don't listen to country. But it's two things.
Amen. Amen.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, never mind.
You put me on some country music, but that was it. But I don't listen to them all the time.
I don't listen to country music. Rachel likes that country. I can't get into country music.
She's a farm girl. Of course she likes country music.
Every song is about I lost my truck, I lost my girl, and I lost my dog. You play it in reverse. He gets a dog, finds a girl, and gets a brand new truck. Every single song. Every song.
You can't forget about the tractor.
Listen, the tractor is sprinkled in there sometimes.
But what I love about a lot of people think like Christian hip hop is whack. They think all Christian music is whack if it's not gospel, or if it's not Elevation, or if it's not Hillsong or Bethel. Like, no.
Like if I'm at work and if someone's playing like Christian music or something and I hear it, I'll wait to see what the next song they play is and see like where it goes, because it might just be in a shuffle. But if someone's like, oh, well, I can't really get into it because I don't really like it. It doesn't like sound like anything nowadays. And I say, really? Let me play you this song, and it sounds just like a pop song. Like I'll play them something that's upbeat and like gets you going.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to get someone going, black gospel. Done. They'll be running circles.
I gotta get you and Craig just to say gospel.
Listen, black gospel. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
So for those of you that don't know, black gospel, I would have to say, is like Pentecostal gospel, and then you have your Southern Baptist
Man, you
gospel.
got 4 different choirs all singing different keys at the same time. That's where you got people.
That's normal though. That's like normal in any genre of music. They have, you have your sopranos, you have your altos, you have your tenors, and you have your baritones. Normal.
These are choirs.
Even when we sing on Sunday, we have our altos, our tenors, and our baritones.
I'm talking about 4 different choirs. You know how it goes. You got Jesus, 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 Jesus. Like it goes down the line. Listen, that stuff. It's like that stuff will keep you going until like Wednesday, and then by Wednesday, those kind of churches have a service Wednesday night, so that way they get going all over again until Saturday.
It is true, and that's the thing about like when we were at our other church, we had what it was. I think Tuesday we would have rehearsal.
Tuesday rehearsal.
Wednesday we'd have service. We'd have midweek service.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday would be healing school.
Yep.
/ intercessory prayer.
Oh yeah.
And then Friday was, I don't think anything. Saturday we would maybe have like a baptism day. We'd go to the water, or we would do some event maybe. And then Sundays we would be there at like 7:30.
Sunday's the big ticket day.
Yeah. And then but I don't know. Here we have we have a lot of stuff going on during the week.
There's a lot of stuff going on throughout the week, but it's not like it's nothing like crazy like another Sunday service though. If that makes sense.
We have AA meetings. We have Well Women that happens every Sunday, which is being moved to Thursday.
And then we have Bible study on Wednesdays.
And you can also get dinner too. So if
and
you come,
dinner.
Like 15 minutes earlier, you get dinner.
And then we have practice Wednesdays.
We have practice Wednesdays at 7.
And then I don't really think anything Thursday or Sunday or Thursday or Friday.
Other than AA meetings and
yes, AA meetings.
Yeah. And then what else do we have?
I don't think we have anything Fridays or Saturday.
But I know starting February 25th, we're starting monthly worship nights.
Juicy. Fridays or Saturdays? Or is that undisclosed?
Sunday at 6.
Sundays at 6.
Sunday the 6th, monthly worship nights, last Sunday of every month.
Mic drop. Look
with
at that.
those moments, like those nights, those are not our nights.
We used to do it before.
We did it. I think we did it. Well, we did it.
It was on Saturdays, right?
We did it one time at our old campus, where we had our second service at, and it went great. But this time when we do it, we need we're gonna be so obedient, like to the Spirit, to God, to the Holy Spirit, to Jesus. Like we're gonna be so obedient to where like we will not have to do anything,
Yeah.
And even if that means we just have to sit there in silence, like we don't have to play anything. And obviously I want to incorporate like 15-20 minutes of prayer beforehand, like before we even get into worship. Like even if it goes past that 20 minutes, like we're not gonna put a time limit on this. It starts at 6, it ends at whenever we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're gonna be so obedient to the Spirit. We will stay there until God tells us to go home.
Because I think there's things that get like held back to like, oh well, it's only 2 hours, so don't worry, you'll have time to go home and eat dinner, or service ends at this time, so that way you can beat the other crowds for lunch or whatever like that. And
Yep.
it just it kills whatever's trying to move, because you're kind of like, if God's trying to just get something going during praise and worship on the last song, and then someone comes up and says, all right, well, guys, go meet somebody new or whatever, it's like you're like kind of putting what you want to do in front of what's supposed to be going on and moving, and
Yeah.
it feels awkward kind of to
And
me
that
at
all
least.
comes. I mean, really, like we're not gonna force anybody to do anything. One, so they have to want to be obedient to the Spirit, and that like we're gonna like us as a church, as like the leaders in the church, and just the different staff members and volunteers, we're gonna be obedient to what the Holy Spirit wants us to do. We're going to submit to God. Now, it's up to the church, the congregation, to make that commitment to want to
Also,
be obedient, because God didn't put us on earth to force the gospel or to force Jesus on people. That's not what He put us on earth to do.
no.
He put us on earth to spread the message. That's what He put us on earth to do. He didn't put us on earth to be like, Devon, if you don't come to church, you're gonna die. Like, there's no turning back from you.
You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it.
Exactly. So for me, it's like what I teach. So like I teach high schoolers, right? So these high schoolers, I'm always like, listen, I'm not here to I'm not here to force Jesus on you. I'm here to literally tell you my testimony of what He's done in my life and how He's helped me. And that's it. I'm going to give you guys wisdom and advice based off of moments that have happened in my life. You do not have to take my advice. You do not absolutely have to take my advice at all. Like I could literally tell you the best advice in the world, and if you choose not to take it, that's on you. Like, so be it. I'm not gonna force you to do anything at all, because that could just lead down to I don't want somebody to be like, oh well, you told me God did this for you, but He didn't do it for me. So I'm not gonna believe in Him because He didn't do what He did for you for me. Well, I didn't. That's why I'm very careful with my words too. Because I'm not just gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, well, if you read your Bible, God will start giving you money. I'm not gonna say that. The amount of pastors that do that, like,
That's crap. What's it called? That's the. Oh my gosh! I literally just watched a video about this like the other day in the car. It was a video like it was a video around the whole question like, should the lead pastors of like these mega churches and stuff, should they be like buying multi-million-dollar jets, and should they just have all this money that they just hold on to, which is like something completely different. But it's a certain part in the Bible, I can't remember what it's called. It's like it's not prophecy, it's not prophetic, it's having to do with like the whole thing is like, if you give money, you're gonna get the money no matter what. Prosperity gospel, that's what it is. The prosperity gospel. And like how it's like, yeah, that whole thing. I watched a video about it and I was like, oh my gosh.
so here's my thing on that is I like to look at it like this. How much are you giving to, like, first, is that pastor tithing? Because you'll be surprised how many pastors don't tithe. Um, is that pastor tithing? One, is that pastor giving back to his community? Is that pastor doing things for others? And if that's fine, like, I'm personally not gonna judge a pastor if he's wearing a $300 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I
Or
could
like
care less. I
yeah.
really care less about that. There's this Instagram account called, I don't know if you know, but it's called Preachers and Sneakers.
Oh yeah.
And they're literally their whole whole job on that Instagram account is to literally bash pastors for wearing and like critique and criticize pastors who wear expensive clothing. Like, honestly, who cares? We're literally doing the one thing God told us not to do. God told us not to judge others. And if you don't think that's not judging, then what are you not? Then,
Yeah.
like, sure, you can relate it all back to the Bible. But you're doing the one thing you're doing one of the one things God asked us not to do. And that is to judge others. And yet you proceed to judge others. When, also, like, you're not a perfect person.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. So what? Like, if they have $300 pair of shoes or if they're wearing a $300 jacket, like, personally for me, it's their money. Like, let them spend it how they want. I don't care. I wear $200 shoes. Like, what you gonna cancel me?
I don't.
Like, I mean, I'm wearing Birkenstocks right now, but you know, I mean, that was I'm not even gonna tell you how much I spent on these sandals.
Paid a lot of money for some leather.
Listen, I got these Jesus ones, is what I call them. But they're beat. Like, you could see, like, you know how like you have like the little toe in, like the toe, like you can see where your toes are placed on the shoes. That's how much I wear these suckers. And listen, when I picked these up, I was like, I'm gonna get them. I don't care how much they cost. I'm thinking they're gonna be like $40, $50, right? At least, well, at most.
Those things are probably like $100.
The lady, I pick. The lady brings the box out. I try them on. I'm like, I have to get these. And immediately I look at the price tag and it says $116. I don't know what possessed me to be like, okay, and go ring them up. Mind you, I also like to wear Crocs, and those are obviously a lot less cheaper. And I decided to, I don't know what possessed me in that moment, but I just decided to get these $116 pairs of sandals. I call Bree and I tell Bree about it, and she's like, you literally just spent $116 on sandals? And I'm like, yeah. And of course, all my friends that are with me are like, yo, that's crazy for that, and blah, blah, blah. And mind you, the friend that had told me about them, she was like, what did she say? Oh, she was like, bro, you should get some Birkenstocks. She's like, they're dope. I'm like, all right, bet. And so I go and get them. And when I tell her about it, she's like, you paid $116 for those? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you could have just got the knockoffs on Amazon for like $20. I'm like, thanks for letting me know.
I don't need gas. I got sandals.
And I think that's a lot of our problems is we decide to buy, you know, things, and then when we need gas, we're like, oh gosh. Like sometimes the last thing we think about. But we're not here to talk about finances today.
Not today, but
Not
next
today,
week.
Well, next week we're bringing on one of our I would like to say he's my best friend, and I would say he's Devon's best friend as well. One of Devon's best friends, maybe, or acquaintance.
He's
Or
like a high A tier best friend.
A tier, not a S tier.
We're tiering people. Nah, what we got going on here, this is like S plus tier.
All right, who's S tier? Who's A tier? Craig or Jay?
I think they have their moments and they're interchangeable depending on their moments.
I'm putting Jay at C tier. No, I'm kidding.
Like when Craig has his jokes, way better than like that moment is the moment that you'll remember. When Jay has his jokes, they're the same person. One's just younger.
I think it's just Jay's like his mannerisms, you know, like the things he does in general is what makes Jay funny.
Oh yeah.
Like his impressions, his. I don't know if you guys ever seen this man dancing. I'm gonna put it on social media one day because I have the power to do that. But his dancing is just so. How can I put this in a nice manner?
It's different.
I wouldn't even say different. It's out there with a certain group of people, but it's very unrhythmic. You know, yeah, it's not it. It's really not it. He would always dance at like our youth, like at youth group, and it was just the worst.
In Rock the Universe.
Oh, I do have footage of that. I'll post that.
I'm going this year.
You are?
I just found out today that we're going.
Didn't. You're such. Why do you come, Devon?
I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying.
No. Stop coming on this podcast and lying, because you told me last week, same day, Monday, that you were going to Rock Universe, and you're like, you should go. You should buy tickets.
It was unsure completely because of the tickets. Because right now I didn't know if we would be able to make the plunge and get those tickets. Because me, like, if I got a credit card, I got anything, if I need money, it's going on the credit card. And I'll see you later in 2 months.
He says it's going on the credit card.
Like, when we went on our honeymoon, I was like, all right, I only got like this much in the bank, so what are we going to do? Nah, that turned into, oh, you really like that? Credit card. Oh, you credit card. I want some extra food. Plug it in. Hey, look, it's the credit card again. Like, so like I literally, so Rachel has an Apple card, like one of the Apple cash cards that are leaving in 12 months because Apple broke off their thing with the bank. The bank doesn't want to work with Apple anymore because the Apple would just let a whole bunch of unqualified people get it, and it costs more money to the bank because they won't pay it off. And that whole thing, which is like crazy, and by the look on your face, you didn't know that was happening.
I gotta hurry up and pay off my Apple card.
So you got 12 months. So anyways, so my wife has an Apple card, and like we barely ever use it. She just has it there in case whatever. So like I told her earlier, because earlier she told me that we got 2 free tickets. So I was like, she said, oh, well, someone's giving me 2 free tickets. Do you want to go? My response was, Rock the Universe, let's go! Like, just like that. And I said, so I don't know if we'll be able to go crazy, but I mean, if we want something, you better whip out that Apple.
You better whip out that Apple.
Like, for me, money does not have any control over me. If you want it, you're gonna get it. I hate the whole like, oh well, we gotta be smart and we gotta save up and we gotta do that. So I just bought it.
So I'm a little bit like that too, but my thing is as soon as my direct deposit hits my account, it's immediately all bills. Like I immediately pay my bills. After that, it's like, see, my problem is just like, I can't just let money sit in my account and not do anything with it. You know what I mean? So like,
I cannot save. I can't save any money to save my life.
Bro, if you ask me how much money I have saved, none.
I'll tell you right now, 0 in savings, 0 in reserve. Like,
I got like $50 in stock. That's it. And I signed up for this app called Acorn. It's where it'll take like, I think it takes like a certain percentage off of a transaction, and it invests it into a portfolio, and like it'll divide it up into like different investments and stuff like that for you to make money. But it's actually pretty cool though. We're not sponsored by any of these companies we're mentioning.
Sponsored by Acorn.
No, we're not. But no, I'm not good with money at all, bro. I'm really not. I'm trying. Like that's on my. That honestly, it's on my vision board to be. Like, don't get me wrong. I make money. you make money too. Like, you make a decent amount of money to where we can have, something left over after we pay our bill.
I make enough money to where I can play games and buy things on games. Don't watch this. Don't. You just need to bleep out that whole part.
No, I'm gonna send this part to Rachel. I'm gonna send this right to your wife.
Listen, you would think it's an ungodly amount of money if you see how much money I've spent on games over the last couple of years since I've got a job.
Based off of what you said last week on the podcast, when you were getting paid $200 a month, and how much of that went to video games?
Oh, easily 160 if fast food.
No. What you said what you got off your lawsuit?
Oh yeah.
And you said you said
I got $6,000. I spent $2,000 on a brand new computer setup that I still use to this day, every day without fault. Spent the rest of that over time on games. Over time, like
what's over time?
8 months. No. Well, I would also buy like other things. Like if I go somewhere and I saw something that was nice, like a nice pair of like headphones or like something that I use, I get it. Like literally, like a couple months after, my parents were like, "So you still got that money?" It's, yeah.
Mind you, out of our 7-8 years of friendship, I've only received one Christmas gift from Devon.
And hey, it was an amazing Christmas gift though.
I don't remember what you got me.
Office socks.
Huh?
I think I got you office socks.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but I know when I was buying it for you, we went to can't remember the name, the place in the mall, all the way in the back, next to that place where you can buy like samurai swords and stuff.
Oh, was it Route 21?
I don't know.
FYE.
That's probably it. I went in there and I got your gift and everything, and I went to the checkout to buy it, and I was with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, and her sister. And I was at the counter, like, paying for the stuff and everything. And the girl at the counter's like trying to hit on me. Now take it. I don't look like this. Like I looked like I was clean, like
barefaced baby Devon.
Nah, I look good. I looked good. So this girl's at the counter, like hitting on me, like, so what'd you get this for? Or did you want this? And tried to slide like a piece of gum or something. And I was like, no. I just want to buy my stuff. That's all I just want to buy my stuff. And she's like trying to get me to buy more stuff, but she's like also like trying to figure out stuff. Like, so what are you doing after you leave the mall and stuff like that? Going home. I don't do it. So I get my stuff and everything. She's like, okay, I'll see you later. I said, okay. It just walked away.
Does your wife know about this?
My wife's sister's laughing hard in the entrance of the store. And my wife looks at me and she's like, so what did she say? So I don't know. She's trying to do something after work.
If you don't know,
I'm just going home.
If you don't know his wife is literally, she probably said that with a smile on her face too.
Oh yeah. That's our relationship. It's mine and your relationship, but with all that other added stuff.
Look, so next week on the podcast, you're gonna see our third duo. Third duo? What?
Three Musketeers.
You're gonna see the Three Musketeers on here. He's our Asian friend, but he doesn't look Asian. Why is everybody calling my phone today? But his name is Caleb. He's been one of our friends since about the same time.
He's gonna sit right here.
I would say he's gonna sit right next to
He's gonna sit right here.
But he's gonna be on a podcast with us next week, and that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. He works at the same school that I work at. He is a talented he's a talented dude.
Very money smart.
Oh my gosh,
If I could hire this man to handle my finances, I would.
Listen, he's 23, right? He graduated when I graduated, so he graduated a year before he was supposed to graduate. I think he has an AA degree in business.
All online.
already.
Like, he graduated all online classes.
Yeah.
Not in college, but
Like,
all online in high school. Like, I didn't see this man until he walked into graduate, and I was like, who the heck is that?
bro, and it's funny because when he gave, I'll have him tell the story, but when he gave his speech at graduation, nobody knew him. We saw him graduation rehearsal and graduation. Like, we all, like, I saw him periodically at the church, and his mom, who's like my second mom now, is like, he was a dance teacher at the school now, like second in command over there because she's like she's a genius herself. Like,
Doesn't she have like 3 masters or something like that?
2 or 3 master's degrees in like education and dance and something else.
Not me. I can barely get A in anything.
It's okay, Devon. We're proud graduates from YouTube University.
Hey, man, listen, I'm a proud graduate from Teaching Yourself University. You know how many things I taught myself how to do?
That's YouTube University.
Man, I didn't even have to look at YouTube.
You lying.
I graduated from Google Academy, man. Not that YouTube University. I got Google Academy, like, top of the class. Valedictorian.
Watch YouTube trying to make some money off of that. Like, people saying they graduated from YouTube
They already
University. They do?
YouTube creators.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we should go to that.
YouTube creators. We should tell them that we want to do it for them and then just rake in the money.
There you go.
We do the first episode, like how they want to do it. Next episode, just endless shill of just products. Hey, you thirsty? Buy a Coke, buy a Coke, buy a Coke. Like, just endless, like, get it stuck in your mind.
We'll have to have an ad like every 1 minute to do that.
Why don't we have ads on here? You know what? We're going to do our own ads for products. We're going to do better ads than they pay people to make.
We got to get sponsors first, bud.
We don't need sponsors. We'll make our own products.
Sponsored by the Holy Spirit. Do you need a touch in your life? Call the Holy Spirit.
Just like that.
But anyway, yeah, so we'll have Caleb next week. This episode.
I don't even know what this one's going to be titled.
This episode is all over the place. We were talking about top TV shows.
We got
then
TV
we went
shows,
to talking about
music.
our week, our morning routines. But other than that, that's why it's called Crossing Conversation, because we cross over into different areas. And also, Crossing Conversation is we're just here to talk,
It's
really.
a conversation.
Just getting into our life, getting into just really different topics.
So my mindset behind this is you can have this on in the car, not have to worry about looking at your phone to watch a video. You can have it on while you're walking around the house, while you're walking around the neighborhood, while you're at work doing something.
Now, this is something I would
Like-
listen to, like, I wouldn't listen to this in the gym.
I would listen to this in the background while I'm playing games.
I would listen to this when I'm driving. Yeah, probably. I listen to podcasts when I drive. And and sometimes I watch them while I work.
I can pull more from something if I'm not focused on it.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like, I can sit there and play games, and I can pull, like, stuff from a video and tell you exactly what happened.
That's weird.
Like, I do that all the time. Like, I'll sit at home, I'll play my game, and I'll have a video off to the side. And then later on, like, it will be, like if Rachel goes to watch that same video, and she's like, oh, my gosh, did you see this? So, yeah, this happened. And I'll say, oh, yeah, it's coming up right after this. I won't even, like, it's crazy.
Now, for me, I have to be, like, in the video. Like, I can't do both. That's why a lot of times if I do watch something while I'm working, and it has to be something I've already seen. So like it'll have to be like the Office or Parks and Rec or Superstore, something up on the side so I can just glance over when I get a second and then go back. Sometimes it's literally just like background noise. Now you have like background noise. It's just that. But so this has been the crossing conversation.
No way. You can't end it like that. You gotta have like a perfect segue. You have to have like the perfect ending for this. We can't be normal. We can't be normal. Look at us. Can't be normal. You gotta have like some crazy segue. Like you sit there and you're like, yeah. Anyways, did you know that 10 out of 10 people walk out of doors?
He just got up and walked out and threw a marker at me. So I don't know if he's coming back, but he's coming back through the door. I love how you drop his microphone too. Hopefully they didn't hear the pop on that.
I'm contractually obligated to tell you that we have services on Sundays at 9 a.m. and at no, it's not at 9 a.m.
We didn't sign a contract, number one. Two, we would love to tell you about our service times on Sunday. We have our first service at 9 a.m., which was packed.
Packed this Sunday.
Packed. And we have our 10:45 a.m. service. If you would like to come to a Bible study with Pastor John, we have that's at 5:15.
5:15 if you get
for
food.
dinner. 15 minutes
like
later, Bible study starts,
5:30.
so about 5:30. 6 o'clock.
On Wednesday nights.
And then we'll be starting a new Wells Women series, which is our women's ministry here at the church.
You have more info on that than I do, because...
Yeah, that'll be starting on Thursdays, I think, in a few weeks, I believe. And then, what's happening after that?
What is that, Thursdays? On Fridays, we welcome you to stay at home.
Yeah,
We have no
Fridays,
special event.
stay home, don't do anything.
Fridays and Saturdays, sleep all day.
Sleep.
Take advice from us.
Sleep.
Look at us. We look like we sleep a lot. I don't, but we sleep a lot.
I don't sleep a lot.
I don't.
I don't sleep as much as I want. I'm up at 5 every day during the week, and then on Saturday I get up at 7.
Once I started working my job, I started like I have to make as much as I can with the time that I have. Like I can't sleep for 10 hours. I gotta like 3 or 4 hours of sleep and do as much as I can in the time that I'm awake. Like I want to get as much as I can out of this.
Yeah. I just, if I ask God for anything in the future, more sleep. Like, more sleep. I can't do this being tired by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I love to have more time during the day. But you know the one thing I hate about time? Everything has to come to an end, like this podcast episode. So, thank you guys for watching. If you have anything to say, please leave it in the comments, and somebody will read it.
Hopefully.
Mainly Brian.
Either me or Pastor Craig or Pastor Jay. You know, one of our pastors.
Whoever has access to the account, because at this point, I don't know.
Yep.
Won't be me.
That's why we keep him upstairs, everybody.
I just hit on strings. It's raining.
Anyway, we love you guys. Be sure to come back. Or don't. This isn't. We do this just for the heck of it.
We do this because we enjoy it, and we know that you will enjoy it.
We hope you enjoy it, and tell a friend about this podcast. You know, if you don't, it's okay.
Go back. Look at the preview. I'm not gonna do it. Bro, it puts up hearts.
Oh, that's
wild.
I did that. Hold on.
I look over and I see hearts, and it's like crazy. It's look what the. Bro, I love OBS. We gotta go try that.
Yo,
You think it'll work?
That's dope. Imagine that happens during service.
You think that'll work right now?
I don't know. We'll have to
I should
check.
go crash and do that and just see if it happens.
All right, guys, we love you. We thank you, and
We got a pot. We have a couch session to go crash.
he's talking about the crashing couch, which happens every Monday at 6 p.m. with Pastor Greg and Pastor Jay. We love you. Catch you guys next week.